Astro's back and acting better than ever to farm some swine milk, drinking guppies into the ground like the greasy little piglets they are. So anyway, stream. So Asmongold is, of course, back in act. So I'm reacting to a video. This is his next video where I guess he's doing whatever he's going to say after he got, like, blasted and obliterated out of existence on Twitter and stuff. People giving him so much hate and, like, they just were despising him for saying one thing. And so he's doing, he's saying his video is titled "My Plans Moving Forward." So I was going to do a reaction video to it and see what he has to say. I'm hoping he doesn't completely kowtow to the woke communist manifesto, Kim Jong-un sucking, Palpatine sperm sucking, little flabbergasted Earth guppies, but you know he's going to, because I saw a video already where he's like apologizing and stuff, but let's just see what he says.
Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you all about what my reason was for getting suspended on Twitch, and also what my plans are going forward. I'm going to try and structure this video into 2 parts, where the first part is going to be...
Wow, he's more ready than ever before. I think he put his hair in a ponytail or something. He's getting ready for the battle of his lifetime.
Talking about the Twitch suspension. Second part is going to be talking about myself. And the first thing I want to start off with is...
No, I don't think he owns a... He's probably using a Rubbier band. Or he's using, like, maybe some leftover dandruff that is been there for 20 years, so he just forms it into a circle and then ties his hair with it. Legendary.
Thing that I know it might sound a little bit insincere because of how ridiculous this is, but I really mean it, and if you listen to the whole video, I hope you can see why. Everybody who's come and spoken out and talked to me and said stuff about me...
Is he reading off? He's reading off the screen over here, probably.
You know, it's not
he is.
You should kill yourself or something like that.
Isn't it crazy how the other people, they think about it. Asmongold says something like it's hard in a long form format. So this video is about how he said that the people, he didn't care if the people in Gaza were genocided, and that he that the Sharia law was an inferior culture. That's what he said. Which that part's true, because the people in these places, they believe women are second-class citizens. They kill gay people. If you're gay over there, they're gonna kill you. There's no debate about that. You're not allowed to be. They have horrible laws that are they're not good laws. You do not want to live in that country. And so that's why he was saying it was an inferior society over there. Obviously 17th world country, and that's what he was saying. So he wasn't wrong about that, but then he said, the bad thing that he said was that he didn't care if they got genocided, so that was, obviously, you can't say that, but the thing is, when you're talking in a long form format for like a long period of time, it's hard, like and he's not used to getting hate, I don't think anybody ever hates something like this. Which I'm used to getting it every single day. I walk outside, there's an anvil about to drop on my head. But when you're talking in like long form formats for a long time, every single day, and you're reacting to stuff, and you're not used to getting it, he probably didn't mean to say like that harshly. But the thing is, you don't want to censor yourself. You know, like, it's horrible. I don't want to censor myself. Like, I never censor myself. It's worked out real well for me. But I don't want to censor myself and be like, I want to say what I want to say, you know. But he probably just said it in like a wrong way. It's hard to like say things exactly politically correctly. I don't give a fuck about that, you know. And I don't want to say things politically correctly. That's annoying. That's disgusting. You shouldn't have to censor yourself, you know. And he was just talking and probably said it wrong, you know.
Say that I really appreciate you, and I think this has been something that's a long time coming.
But isn't it disgusting how the people on Twitter will literally tell him to kill himself and that he's scum of the earth and all this stuff, when they're literally saying the worst things than what he said? Like, it's sickening.
I actually think that this is something that not only I deserved, but it's also something that I needed. And
oh my God!
That is,
no!
I want to start off and just make sure that that's actually very clear.
What are you doing?
So a couple of days ago, I made some comments about Palestine.
Well, you don't deserve it because of what you said there. You deserve it because you're a lactose intolerant Earth guppy who's cucked out by everything in life, and you've gotten carried through your entire worthless life. That's why you deserve it, but not because of this. You cannot apologize. These people already hate you and are looking for any reason to absolutely destroy you. You cannot apologize to people who already hate you, who are not working on good faith and want to destroy you anyways, and are looking for any reason to do it. And oh my God, he's kowtowing more than ever before. He's bending down to Kim Jong-un. This is bad. No. You should not be doing this.
And also about Hamas and, some just general...
Yeah, he said everyone of Gaza, which was bad, where it's just, he should have said Hamas. And then it wouldn't have been as bad.
Basically opinions that were trivializing the genocide that's happening there. And I don't really want to mince words or try to I wasn't justifying or promoting it. I said something about it that was disgusting. I said that I didn't care about innocent people getting killed by another force, by anything. And I think that that's a horrible, disgusting, mean-spirited thing to say.
Yeah, that was the only thing you said bad, but the rest of it was true about what he said. 80% of the stuff he said was true. But now he's going to apologize and everything because all the backlash, and now this is bad. Now the woke mob just overran him. One tiki torch wielding fucking bald baby just overran him. What was I going to say? They're not being genocided. They attacked. So they have a saying in Gaza and by Hamas, from the river to the sea. That means they want to eradicate all the Jews from the river to the sea. That means they don't want a Jewish state. They want to kill all the Jews. That's why on October 7th, they went and killed, it was 1,250 Jews and took 300 hostages. Okay? They did that because they want to eradicate the Jewish population. They don't want a two-state solution. If Hamas laid down their arms today, there would be no war. Okay? The problem is Israel had to defend itself against Hamas. So there's no genocide going on. When the terrorists of Hamas are hiding in hospitals and stuff like that, and then Israel has to attack the terrorists and some civilians get killed, they're not trying to attack civilians. They're trying to attack Hamas, which is a terrorist organization that are trying to kill Jews. Okay? So that's the problem. Hamas, which are terrorists, are hiding in hospitals and stuff like that. And that's why civilians are getting killed. But Israel is not trying to kill civilians. Unfortunately, it's a byproduct of it. But yeah, what Asmongold said was not good, is he said he didn't care about the civilians, but he's apologizing for that. But either way, you can't apologize for these things. You just have to press on. And it doesn't matter, you're rich and famous, it doesn't matter, you can say what you want.
And I don't necessarily think that it was really racist, really.
It wasn't.
When I'm using language like Palestinians or the people there, rather than what my real language was, I've always been very outspoken and very against religious extremism. And I still am. I think that any religion and any way of thinking that's going to cause you to put other people in kind of positions below you as gay people, women, people with disabilities, anything like that, I think that that's a really bad position to have, and I really don't like that. And
yeah, he's reading off a screen for sure.
My problem and my fault here was that I was making a criticism of religious extremism, and I made no effort. And I feel like almost, I've rewatched the clip, right, or a number of the clips, and it's I've almost made an effort not to draw a distinction between the two things. I think that a lot of us here can easily say that we're against religious extremism, and I am. But whenever I categorize everybody in the area as this, group, then I'm the asshole, and I was the asshole. I had a lot of...
Well, the thing is, 70% of the people that live in Gaza support Hamas. So that's a problem. That's a problem right there.
Guys tell me that. And it's taken me... This is what's so crazy about it, is that I think this has been going on now for 2 years. I think that I've been slowly devolving into the most mean-spirited, I don't really even know what the word is for it. Just the most mean-spirited, rude, nasty,
Well, it happens when you get... For him, he kind of has no excuse because he lives a lap of luxurious life, even though cockroaches are roaming all of his walls, and he has 2 pounds of dandruff on his floor and 2,000 sodas in his room. And I respect that! That's what a true hero would do. But, no, the problem is... he has no reason to, I actually have a reason to hate people. I've been undermined. They try to ruin my life, destroy me in every single way. I don't think Asmongold's ever really gotten so much hate. Usually people like him, love him, watches, he never really gets any hate at all. I don't know why he's saying that. because I don't know what the reason for that is. Because I guess being in this type of video game culture is terrible. Like this culture is terrible. Like being online and you just get to comment and have no consequence and stuff like that. But I'm not sure why he's saying that because his life has been insanely good. Like I would. The thing is, he has all this money but doesn't do anything with it or improve his life at all, and that's probably why he doesn't like things. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It doesn't say. I don't know. You can't really. I don't think you can be happy. I don't know. He's used to living that way. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's fine. He's fine living with that way, but I don't. I wouldn't want to. You just can't live that way and probably live like a productive, great life. Like it's just not showering for weeks is fine, but the rest of it's kind of questionable.
This callous, psychopathic version of myself. I think that I've been devolving into this, and a lot of my friends have told me this. My dad has told me this. He said, "You've got to chill out. You've got to calm down." I've been like, "Oh, that old man doesn't know what he's talking about," and I've finally had some level of accountability for that, and thank God. I look back at some of the things that I've said and done over the past 2 years, and I don't think that I've been wrong about everything, obviously, right? But there have been ways that I've communicated and ways that I've acted that are indefensible. And I think looking back on it, it's just disgusting. And it's something that when you get lost in the sauce and you get fixated around like listening and reading feedback and just getting hyper fixated, this is like your entire life, you lose a perspective on reality and you lose a perspective on the world.
The thing is, I never lose the perspective on reality or perspective on the world at all. My takes are always absolutely perfect. I knew every single thing that's going on because I've had to deal with every single hardship that's ever existed in all of life. I had to roam the fucking Oregon Trail to find a sexy vixen California just to take her back to Texas. Like a round-ass vixen she is. But no, like, I don't know, like, I guess when you have that extreme level of, like, riches and stuff, they do say you get out of touch with your reality and stuff like that. So I guess he's not completely wrong about what he's saying here. But the thing is, it's so easy to stay in touch. Like, I don't know. But he gets so many comments and stuff, it's probably, like, infatuating. Like, he probably loves, like, looking at all the comments and seeing, like, everybody comment on his stuff and stuff like that, where if you, as, like, a smaller person who does, like, YouTube or whatever, you don't get to see that as much, so you get to stay in touch.
I think that perspective was brought into perspective yesterday and the day before when I was making comments like this, and I feel so stupid. It's crazy. So I'm getting all these people making negative comments toward me. Everybody is telling me like, "Oh, go kill yourself. I hate you." Everything like that.
Yeah, they shouldn't be able to do that.
Do you know who reached out to me? And they wanted to talk and have a conversation and see if I was okay. It's people that were Islamic and people that had fucking family in Palestine. And how humiliating is that? How absolutely humiliating is that? And these were the people I was trying to say were bad. And I feel like such a fucking stupid asshole. I really do. I've always been I guess like I've always been kind of like an atheist, and even as a young kid, I was raised Roman Catholic, and I was always very defiant towards it, and I've always had a negative.
I was too until I realized God has to be real. There has to be a higher legendary power infusing the Maestro with the holy light to press on to the brink of absolute and utter despair. There has to be something. There has to be something more legendary, like super mice, Gan mice. There has to be God. There has to be.
An opinion of religion, and I've also had a negative opinion of religious cultures. And I think that opinion is definitely shaped by the media that I've created, and the media I've created for myself, and then also just the media that exists, the media that I've chose to seek out as well. And I think that media has allowed me to have certain predispositions and certain biases that the truth is that don't have any sort of relation to what my own real life has been experienced, or what my own real life experience has been, excuse me. And so I've been spending a lot of time talking to those people, and I've seen people like fans of mine, like I had viewers messaging me on Discord, like, why are you saying this? Like, do you want to talk? Do you want to, I'm willing to talk to you, and let's try to work this out, right? We love you. And I scrolled up on their messages, and these are people that messaged me in like 2016, 2017, 2018, like, I love your content, I love your stream, I love you, right? And now they get to hear this from me, and I just feel like such a stupid, belligerent fucking asshole. I really do. And I'm sorry.
I don't know, it's not that big of a deal. You say one thing, you get crucified for it. I say things every day, I don't care. Like, you don't have to feel that bad about it. Like, yeah, he's beating himself up way too much, only because so many people are coming at him. So many people are just coming at him trying to destroy him.
I really am. I think that it's extremely fair to criticize religious extremism, and I think that it's extremely unfair to categorize everybody in part of that group as religious extremists. I think it is, and I'm really sorry for that. I've just been a fucking dick. And it's weird because yesterday I woke up and I didn't know if I was going to get suspended or not. And I planned on streaming and everything. And I actually got a text message from one of my mods. They said, "Oh, I heard about the suspension, I'm sorry." And I was like, I remember I was like driving and like, you'd think that...
Dude, it doesn't matter at all that you're suspended. He already has like $30 million and he doesn't spend a single cent of it besides for the fur babies or whatever, the bald baby animals that he buys that aren't even real animals. Or the Wendy's chicken nuggets. You don't need that much money for that. So it doesn't matter that he gets suspended. For a smaller content creator, it would matter a lot because they need the money. Has millions of streams of revenue. This one video, 1.5 million views, that's at least... It's probably 1.5 million already in the first 14 hours. That's about probably like around $12,000 to $15,000 just from this video.
Like your heart rate would go up. But if anything, I felt more relaxed. I felt like finally I have a moment to just take a step back and breathe and think for myself and just stop. Just like get out of my own head. And I spent a long time like just writing basically a list of all of these things that like I think that I should be doing with my life. And this is going to be kind of the second part, by the way, of the video. Comments.
This is what people do when they're so lost in life. Like the Maestro already knows he's a true hero who never gives up no matter what. And like when you're living in the lap of luxury and have nothing else to worry about, you have to write down things that you'd wish you'd do better, which is like disgraceful. Like, you should already know these things, and like, I don't know, it's just like I already know what I need to do to become successful. Literally work 24 hours a day and never give up. Like, and just take any opportunity that comes by. But when you already have like success that already came to you, then you kind of like lose sight of everything probably.
We're pretty much about religious extremism. I think it's bad, but I've categorized a lot of people in that way. That was unfair. It's wrong for me to have done that. I said something that was bad. I should not have said that. I should have chosen my words more carefully. I didn't do that.
No, stop censoring yourself.
I'm sorry. That's pretty much... I was a fucking asshole. I was a piece of shit. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. And so... actually, I do know what else to say. I don't like making apologies because I think words don't matter. But I do think changed actions and changed behaviors do. And so you can take my apology as hopefully better content. And if you're not seeing that, I want you to hold me accountable.
The thing is, he doesn't even do any content. He just does reactions to videos, which I guess is, I don't know, that's, which I guess I'm doing right now. But like, I don't think it's like that amazing content. Like, it's like whatever.
This time I won't be stupid enough to ignore it.
This depends what you're reacting to, I guess. You're slipping out of a plastic cup. You drink out of the toilet and you like it.
The part about this is that I want to talk a little bit about like my life, my personal life, etc. And kind of...
Is his toilet cleaner than his glass that he has in his room?
I've gone through to get here.
A public porta potty might be.
The thing is that for the past, like, I would say like 10 years or so, if you look at my life like this, I would have said 10 years ago or maybe 8 years ago, streaming was like this, right? YouTube was like this. And now I would say that my life and streaming are basically the exact same size. And what I mean by that is that streaming is my entire life. Doing this is my entire existence. And I think that the process of that has been extremely unhealthy for me. And I think that what it's done is that it's allowed me to become such a one-dimensional person.
Yeah, the thing is, when you don't have any like aspirations or goals and all you want to do is get more... The thing is, the reason why I want to stream is because I was making money. It's a means to an end. To make money and then be able to do what I want. Him is just like, he like just wants to stream. Like, that's like, he just likes to do that, I guess. Like, I don't know, I guess some people do, like, But I don't know. It's not very fulfilling. I don't know. I mean, if you make money, it's got to be fulfilling. Like when I made like the $18,000 that I made the 1 month that I made streaming, it was fulfilling. But like obviously, it's probably fulfilling to him because he makes millions of dollars. I guess obviously he makes millions a year. So I guess that'll be fulfilling. But I think he doesn't use his money to better his life. So that's a problem.
That I'm not even a person anymore. It's like
You get the extra dipping sauce at fucking Wendy's and you like it.
In Dark Souls, I'm going hollow or something. And I think about like all the, like
the thing is, people who play video games should be in prison for the rest of their worthless lives. Video games are the bane of all worthless existence. People who play video games are scum of the earth. They're the worst people in all of life. People who play video games are the worst people to ever exist. They are the most callous, worthless inbreds who are sniveling cowards, who are the most demented sycophants, who will take advantage of you and they're the most worthless, inhuman scum to ever live. That's the problem. So you're just in a community, I hate that word. You're just in a world where people despise and say horrible things all the time and just like have no semblance of reality.
I made a list of all of the things that I'm not doing in my life that I should be doing, and I was writing it down, and I'm like, fucking like, I'm just going. I'm like, oh my god, I think it'd be shorter if I transcribed the Bible. Like, this is insane. Like
reading the Bible probably would help you, buddy.
Whenever I have everything written down line for line, it's like, oh my god, I'm ruining my life. I've been existing, and I want to, at a certain point, actually try to live my life. And I don't think that I've been doing that. And so, what am I going to do? How am I going to do that differently? And what does that mean for my stream, etc.? I think that I'm going to cut down a little bit on streaming quite as much. And I think I'm also going to cut down. This is going to sound like I hope I can say this in the
I read chat sometimes.
I feel like the main times that I laugh on my stream nowadays are when I'm laughing at other people. And
I don't laugh at all anymore.
Videos that I did.
The thing where he said where it makes you go down when you get hated by everyone and like it makes you not laugh anymore. Like I don't laugh anymore. Like about anything really, and like rarely, very rarely. I make myself laugh, but that's about it. Like I can make myself laugh like sometimes if I'm absolutely hilarious, but unless I'm like some tubby uggo like slips down a hill and falls into like a vat of green Erk sauce, like I don't know. I don't find much funny anymore. Like. Yeah, so I know what he means there.
In 2020, 2016, and 17. And yeah, I've always been an asshole.
The thing is, I've never had any happiness or joy in my life. I've never had like anything like happy or like fun existence. That's why my entire life has just been trying to barely survive and then try to like make enough money to have a better life. Where he doesn't have that problem because he just played video games and got to do it like really easily.
But holy shit, I've been way more of an asshole. It's insane. And it's a night and day difference. And I've had, again, everybody in the world telling me this, including my own dad, and I've just ignored them. And finally, it's like, you know what? Maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe this is too far. Maybe I need a court.
But the thing is, what can you do differently besides? There's a million things actually. Besides, he has to clean his entire house, live like a normal human being. Instead of like a sewer dwelling degenerate, probably like, I don't know, like, I don't like going out and doing things unless it's going to get hot girls. I don't like to go out and do anything unless it's literally going out to get hot girls. There's nothing else that I like at all or want to do at all. Like, I want to make money so I can go get out and get hot girls. That's all I want. So, like, I don't know. The thing is, he probably enjoys other things. I don't know what he likes.
Course correction. Which is why I think that, like, getting suspended in this, I hope that it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. And I don't know whether that's going to be true, but I'm going to try to do things differently and make sure to live up to that reality. And so, what are those things that I'm going to be doing differently? The first thing is that I think I'm going to try. I've been very much trying to, like, maintain a consistent schedule with my stream, and I will continue to do that. I want to get up and go to bed at relatively the same time. I want to live a normal life. And also, I want to spend maybe a little bit less time streaming, and I want to spend more time creating my own videos and doing my own things and spending time on things that I really enjoy and basically just like expanding my existence as a person. I think that ever since I started like OTK and I got involved with that, and then we had like other Starforge and
I wonder what he actually has to do for any of that though.
Mythic and everything. Like honestly, it's been too much for me to handle. It's been completely too much for me to handle.
That's great though. When you keep yourself busy like that, is actually really good. You don't want to be sitting around like I'm trying to find a job and just barely survive. I can't even find a job. I can't even find work. I can't live. Like, I don't know. Keeping yourself busy is a good thing. I mean, I guess overworking yourself is not. I don't know. Like, he doesn't need to do that. You know, he's already rich, so I guess.
I've been losing my mind dealing with it, and I try to hide it the best I can. Because, you know, I try to do the best, right? I try to do my best.
He really needs a new T-shirt, man. That is treacherous.
You just keep going. You just keep going.
He needs to cut the one bald baby hair on his chest. It's disgusting.
And I think that I've negatively affected a lot of them. And I also don't want to talk about that just in the context of just like this recent controversy. I want to talk about this in the context of the last 2 years. I think that I haven't really been able to fulfill my responsibilities as a leader in a lot of cases to them. And I think that I've let a lot of people down. And there have been things that I've done that are positive as well. But I think that one thing this thing has taught me, this whole situation has taught me, it's made me realize, is that I need to get myself in check. I need to get my mind under control. I need to, like, just get my life I need to fix my fucking life. Like, it's insane. Like, I think about it and it's in shambles. Everything
really.
about my life is basically
it's such an easy fix. I can't, like, dude, you have millions of dollars. You could literally just go to the middle of the ocean and start paddling around a boat for the rest of your life and it wouldn't matter. You don't have to do anything. The thing is, this is all of your own making. You live like a little piglet, so obviously, like, I don't know. I don't think you can live like that and then respect yourself, like, and like feel good about yourself. You can easily live, just clean up after yourself. It's that simple. Just cleaning up after yourself will automatically, like, when I clean the dust from my room, I actually feel like I did something accomplishing that day. I'm like, oh shit, I don't have to breathe in dust down my throat and choke to death in my sleep. That's great. Like, just doing something really simple like that. And the thing is, he can so easily do that. Like, and then maybe he can, like, hang out with his friends in real life or something. Like, he can do some, like, things. Like, a lot of people like him. Like, he can do a lot of things, like, that I can't do. Like, because I have to, like, obviously, like, find a job and, like, there's a lot of things that he can just do automatically. Like, he could go buy himself a nice car, go get himself a girlfriend, hang out with his friends whenever he wants. He can do whatever he wants for the rest of his life. He already has, like, $30 million. And he makes, like, $4 million a year AFKing. So, like, he can do whatever he wants at this point. He can make his life better easily.
And I'm going to take a step back from all of that. I'm going to step away from my leadership position in OTK and Starforge and everything. I want to, and they're fine with that. They respect that, and I want to do this, and I want to do this.
I think they told him he had to do that, because, of course, it's crazy how everyone turns against you. You can, that's why I messaged him. I messaged him that Maestro understands what he's going through more than anything, because obviously the Maestro's gotten hate so much more than anyone else. I mean, obviously, just off this one tweet, he's got even more hate than I've ever gotten just because of the amount of people. But, like, a lot of people have tried to, like, on a daily basis, they message me in-game and YouTube trying to bring me down and try to, like, make me feel bad about myself, but it never affects me. I don't let anything affect me. But he doesn't need to do that. I don't know. If he wants to do, like, he doesn't need to step down. The thing is, I think those guys turned against him in his companies. Like, they made, like, a tweet about it, how they wanted him to do that. So I think that's why he's doing that, which is disgusting. Like, how someone will just immediately turn against you if you say one thing. It's crazy.
But mainly for myself, so I can be.
That's why the Maestro is a true and loyal hero.
For everyone.
Unlike everyone else who just will backstab you with a bald baby's tooth.
That I don't think I've lived up to that. I think that I can be a lot better than what I am right now. And I don't even think that I've been putting in half the effort that I should be in the way that I should be. And I'm sorry. And so my plan is to...
It's hard to put an effort to change when you're already making that much money, you know?
When I get unbanned, I'll keep streaming regularly, right? And I want to focus more on trying to do things that are fun trying to laugh more with people rather than at people. I'll still laugh at people every once in a while, okay? Like, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But it's about a focus, and it's about a tone. I listen to my tone in the clip, and I just sound like such a piece of shit. Really, at the end of the day, I sound like a piece of shit. I sound like a terrible person. And it's just so mean-spirited and callous and just mean. And I don't want to be that person anymore. And I've spent a long time growing up. The time I did, I was an r/atheism enjoyer. I have a very negative opinion of a lot of religions. I've had the experience.
Tony!
Negative effects
with a tier 1 sub, legendary buddy.
The way that I view them.
And you have been the last.
About Islam, and I've made a lot of criticisms of it. I've talked to a lot of people about it. I've heard a lot about it, and I've been like watching things about it, and I've been like hearing people telling me this is the way it is, but I've never seen it. And I actually think that after all this, I think towards the end of next year, I think I'd like to visit the Middle East and see it for myself.
No, you don't.
I want to see it.
Maybe Dubai.
For a historical perspective, right? I would love to go to Istanbul in Turkey. There's no ulterior motive there at all. But it's not just that. I'd love to visit places like Saudi Arabia, Dubai, any of those places. I mean, the truth is that, and this is the worst thing about what I said.
That's not the real Middle East. You're not going into Iran, that's for sure. You're not going into these places where you cannot go into. You're going to Dubai. Like, that's... Everyone visits there, and it's like the pinnacle of extravagance. Like that's like not really like visiting the Middle East. I mean, I don't know.
A visit, I might not be able to because of the way that they're like just the internal strife, the actual literal wars that are going on, people being literally killed there, and I might not be able to do that. But I want to do it, and I want to see it for myself. Because I don't like believing.
You don't even need to do that. You don't like
what people tell me, and I think that when I do, I end up being.
There's always gonna be good and bad people, no matter where you like. It's just, I mean, he doesn't need to go these places. I mean, if he wants to, I guess it's fine. But like he's making it too complicated now.
Cool. And I want to see it. I want to see it for myself, and I want to experience it.
The thing is, America is the greatest country of all time. It always has been, and it always will be. Trumpy Baba should be king. Fucking legendary. But anyway, I'm done with this video. So, I mean, I'll watch the end of it. Let's see what he says at the end, actually.
I'm just going to focus on myself for a while, try to improve my own life, and there's a lot of things I think, again, I'll probably talk about more whenever I go live again, that are like more kind of, just like kind of in the weeds, like personal stuff. But overall, that's the big picture. That's where I'm at. And so anyway, that's about all I've got. And I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to try to just take this time off to, really kind of fix my shit. So yeah, anyway, guys, that's about it. I'll see you later. Bye.
Well, I'm sure he can fix his image pretty easily. Enough people liked him in the beginning, and obviously he got a bunch of hate, but he'll be able to easily fix his image. Like, he'll be able to easily fix his image because so many people liked him in the first place. Or, I don't know, I mean, I think a decent amount of people liked him. I think he's okay. I don't know. Like, I don't like watch anybody or like anybody in general, so like, but he's like a fine, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't like fine. He's like more entertaining than I would say most streamers, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't really find anybody entertaining, like I said. But like, I don't really watch most of his stuff, but I thought it was interesting to react on this because hopefully it would get me some views. I need some views more than I've had before. But I mean, he's like more entertaining than like the lactose intolerant, most bland like streamers who like don't do anything. Like, but I mean, I don't know. He'll be able to fix it, especially that. I don't know. Like, it was a fine video. I mean, if he feels really bad for it and he doesn't like the way he's living, then he can change it, and that's fine, whatever. Like, but I mean, I don't know. Whenever something like this happens and then you do it, It's so easy to fix his life, though, so it's like a joke. So, but anyway, hope you like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and share the video. Go follow Molestata on his real estate YouTube at Mike Owens Real Estate on YouTube. And the maestro will never give up.